What's going on, guys? Tony here, CCxRC, and we've got another package for you to unbox. It's the Eachine E50, and we're going to get it right out of this box for you after the break. Alright, so here's the box, and this Eachine E50 was sent to me by Banggood to do a review of for you. Pretty hefty little box. It seems well packaged. We'll pull it out. It's about the size of a large phone box. And which actually makes for a small little quadcopter. Look at this thing, pretty slick. So we'll go ahead and pull this out. We've got the quad, a little instruction manual here with color pages. That's pretty impressive. Talks about charging, plugging it in, the app that you'll use to fly it. So that's pretty handy. We've got a little carrying case for it. We've got extra props, and it looks like some gears in here because they're plastic, so that'll keep you running, and a little USB charger dongle for it. So we won't look at that stuff too much, but here it is. You pull out the arms like so, and there's the props. So you've got green and white to let you know front and back, and the green is going to be your front. So if we look at the front, actually, we have a adjustable camera here. So depending if you're wanting to be doing video and you'll be flying, forward, you'll want to tilt it up. But maybe if you're hovering and taking pictures, you might want it down a little bit more for doing that. So feels pretty lightweight, and the battery's actually in here. It's not plugged in, I don't believe. Nope. That's good, of course. And so it's a 3.7 volt, 500 milliamp hour, 20C battery. So it's a 1S LiPo. And so what this quadcopter is, you can tell right away what it is and what it isn't. This is not going to be a go fast race quadcopter. It's not going to be a high quality video capture device either. This is going to be something, you operate it off of your phone. It's super portable because it can tuck away like so, and I could actually fit this into my pocket. So I could carry it with me for just fun flying when I'm out and about, and I just know that I'll have some time to kill. I can just pull it out of my pocket and I can fly it. So the battery goes in this direction, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and plug it in first. So in here you can see where the plug goes, and you'll just push this in. And then we'll just tuck the cable in like so underneath it, and we have power. So we've got blinking lights that's waiting for us to bind. Now this is Wi-Fi enabled. Alright, so we have power to it. This thing runs off of Wi-Fi and an app. So we go into our settings and we'll be able to choose the Eachine, and it's 27 AC 73. Then you go to the App Store and you download an app called Wi-Fi UFO. You can see it right here. We'll go ahead and open that up for you, and we're going to go ahead and hit play. And now we can see actually what the camera is seeing. So if I point it over here, you can see the back part of the studio behind what's just a piece of foam core being held up with my helping hands. They're being super helpful. So that is what you've got going on there. You can choose your rates here for the speed that it maneuvers. You can choose to take a photo. We tell it yes because it's going to store the photos in our photo library. So again, let's go back and point it over here, and we can hit photo. It's taking a photo, or we can hit video, and it shows you on here how long it's recording in yellow. So that's pretty slick. We'll stop that. Now here you've got off and on. So if you hit the off, it's now giving us our controls. It is also not flashing anymore. So we've bound. Let's make sure we're facing the right way. And then there's a stop and start button here at the bottom, and a lift. So the little arrow up will start, and then you'll use your controls here to be able to fly. So you've got the, again, on, and then the stop is off if you need to abort. Now this thing actually has a little bit more power than I expected it to, so I'm not actually going to fly it here in the studio like I typically do, because it's also harder at first to get used to controlling using a phone. One of the neat things is once you do get used to it, you can actually fly around by just tilting your phone, and so we'll show you that outside, how this all works. Alright guys, I've got the Eachine here. We're going to get it outside and give it a quick test flight for you. There it is. Down a little lower. And so this thing actually has altitude hold. So once you get it locked in, it'll hold that altitude, so you can literally just fly one-handed and then just turn left and right, because it'll keep that altitude. Let's see here. Bring it forward. Yeah. I'm going to turn it up. I'm only at 30%, so turn it up to 100. Now, oh, hit the stop. Wasn't looking ahead of me. I was looking down at the app. Crash. All right, so it was feeling really slow. We only had it at 30% up here, so we're going to go up to 100% and fly it like that. And we have power. Oh yeah, now it's got much more. It's much snappier. Wow, it's really fast actually. Yeah. Look at that. Okay, this is a lot quicker than I expected. I'm going to bring it down a little lower for you. And you give it a punch. Woo! Yeah. That is so cool. Alright, so now what I should be doing is recording video while I'm doing this. Boom. Let's see. Here we go, do little cyclones. Wow, this is a lot more fun than I thought it was going to be, guys. Didn't have much hope for this. I'm actually shocked at how quick this is. So I'm hands-free right now. The altitude hold is pretty slick. For an inexpensive little flyer like this, it's very impressive. And so is the speed. Wow. I mean, it's no race drone or anything, but oh, little bump. Oh, one of our props has turned. It's still flying. One of the arms. Let's stop it. Let me show you. So when I bumped that bench, see the arm kind of went in? We'll just get it all back out and get it back in the air for you. Man, this is fun. All right. There it is. And so now I could also be flying semi-FPV using the screen here. But it's too quick for that, and I don't have my camera settings right for it. Drop it over here. I might actually bring it down to 60% and see if that's a better speed. Oh no, this is no fun. Let's go back to 100. And now we're talking. So, getting used to flying with the controllers will take a little while, being on your phone. If you do a lot of apps and gaming with your phone and you're used to the joysticks on here, it might be a different story for you. I don't do much control, and so missing some of that tactile feeling that you get using an actual controller. Oh, get out of the way.
Very cool. So now we're doing it where you actually use your phone. You lean your phone to go the direction you want it to. So yeah, see, I'm just tilting my phone back, left, right. I think my battery might be going here because I'm not gaining altitude like I should be. I'm full up on my throttle or my thrust. Wow, this is so fun. I'm gonna turn that back off and go back to the sticks now. Yeah, our battery's dead. So that was about 6 minutes of flight. I did not have a fully charged battery because I'd been using it previously, just doing some tests with it. But overall, it's, you know, for what it is, it's really fun. It'd be a great little beginner quad. Again, you just keep it. You don't have to carry a controller with you. You fold it down like this, and you just stick it right in your pocket. So I'm gonna go ahead in here. You can see the batteries are flashing, and we're gonna go ahead and just turn this off by unplugging it. Here, we'll turn it off first, and then we'll work on getting this battery unplugged, which could be tough. So that's one of the sticking points here. Is the battery compartment's a little tight with the cables in here, and maybe somebody has a better way that they do it, but for me, I'm having issues. I'm gonna have to get something in there to pry that open. Actually, I'm working in the yard right now, so I have a little something. I do not advise this in any way. Being careful not to cut this at all. And there we go. So yeah, I need to find a better way to, I mean, it'd be greater if this was longer and could reach, and so your battery would run, your cable would run the long ways and plug in. But as it is, it's got to just kind of jam in here, which is probably the one downside so far that I've seen for this overall, because it's fun to fly. It's way faster than I expected for a little thing like this that folds up and fits in your pocket. So you know, this would be something fun that I'll probably just keep with me for a little bit here and just go out and fly on my break at work and all that, and just have a little fun. Nobody's gonna really stop me for flying a little toy like this. So yeah, I'm gonna weigh it. It should not need FAA anything. I mean, it's just a toy. It's so small, so you shouldn't have to register it or anything like that. But again, that's based on weight, so we'll have to verify that with the battery and as it's meant to fly. One other potential problem is if your phone battery runs out or you get a phone call. I'm not sure what'll happen during that instance, but overall, really fun.